Hello everyone, Ishkia Page here. I felt really pulled to make a quick video. It's been a while, first of all, since I've done one, and I I want you to know that I'm still here. I'm just kind of on some missions, doing some writing. I'm doing a lot of research, um, yada yada yada, kind of thing. So I was perusing through a couple of groups, and I saw a post and I felt extremely pulled to share my perspective on this to maybe give you some food for thought as well. And I'm not saying that I am absolutely right, but this is my take on it. And I truly, honestly believe it's pretty straightforward if you really think about it. And this post was about this picture that she posted from ancient monks 2,000 years ago or something like that. And that was representative of the colors of the chakra. And it was a lot different than present day. And her, I think it was her question was, is it accurate? And though I answered the post, I just felt really pulled to do this video for some reason, so I'm doing it. So I'm kind of getting some inner guidance here, if that makes any sense. So I'm doing it. So anyway, so in my casual wear with messy hair and all that kind of stuff, here I am. So my take on it is this: with my research and experiences and what I see and all that kind of stuff, if you have a person, the short answer is, if you take a particular chakra and measure its frequency and you match it up with the same frequency of a color, then you've got the color that represents that chakra at that point in time. That's the key. So the problem is people want to put a fixed representation and use it to visualize in meditations and things like that. And it could be totally inaccurate. And the reason why I say that is this: let's take a person. This is one scenario. Let's take a person that is totally pessimistic, lives in a constant state of guilt, which is one of the lowest frequencies you can live in. Your body's going to take on those frequencies, those kinds of things, self-deprecation, constant guilt. Those frequencies are going to live and have your body adapt to that way of living. So those frequencies are going to be lower than someone that lives in a state of optimism, gratefulness, freedom, just overall higher frequency kind of feelings, love, that kind of stuff. So their lower chakras may be higher than this other person's upper chakras. So, the overall frequency of two different people could be totally different. It's, person A and person B could be, one chakra frequency off or whatever kind of thing. So just higher or lower. You can also have a scenario of certain parts of the body being stuck or unstuck, or what I really like to call more awakened or not awakened. Scientifically, that has frequencies relevant to what's surrounding it and what environment that it's in. And also in another situation, people and cultures, though they differ, the average state of people 2,000 years ago is going to be different overall frequency than today. There's and I'm not saying that today we're a higher frequency than then, because I don't know, I wasn't there then. and or at least can remember it or something like that, you know. But you know, it is just too different, too much difference in what's going on in the world at the time, you know, that kind of thing. So, you know, I invite you to not, and it can be in any subject matter that is similar to this. I invite you to not use a fixed scale on something that is a living entity that is constantly changing. And it's really important to understand that it's not going to be accurate. So in the last year and a half, I think it is, I've tried just for experimentation's sake, 3 different resonance types of therapies just to see, you know, just experimental. Not that I felt like I needed them necessarily, but just total experimentation. And they're like in one, for example, is bioresonance, and it's an amazing, fascinating scientific thing. But if the machine doesn't know and understand the overall frequency, top to bottom, of the state of your body, that is your state of the body. I just learned to talk today. That the state of your body is in at that moment in time, and just uses a fixed thing, fixed resonance for certain chakras and things, or certain organs, because organs do match the frequency of your chakras. However, if it doesn't measure the overall state of frequencies for that person at that point in time, it's going to be inaccurate because it's using a fixed scale on somebody that is maybe totally off. So for example, if it measures something that it thinks is in, for example, the sacral chakra, or you know, whatever, the organs and things like that associated with that chakra, it's going to be off because their frequency is different. And so it's trying to measure something that it can't measure. So it's going to be inaccurate. Not that all of those modalities are inaccurate. It's still a new thing, and it's pretty darn amazing, kind of thing. So, and if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, like for example, there's a mode that uses tuning forks to help with therapy and stuff, and it is very, very wildly successful. But if somebody doesn't understand and know what they're doing, they could be trying to fix something with the wrong frequency, blah 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 blah, and it's not going to be very effective. So, you know, it all boils down to when you are doing something, when it relates to energy, that you not try and place a fixed scale on something that is never going to be fixed. Yeah, it's like trying to say, okay, the ocean always has 6-foot waves. Wrong. Sorry. It's all different. Some days it could be smooth as glass, and the other days it could be 20-foot waves, you know, tidal wave even, you know, whatever. So anyway, that is my weirdo message from today, and I will get back to my research today. And it is good to actually kind of reconnect with you again, because I kind of do it energetically already. So I'm connecting with you guys already, even though I haven't seen the video yet. So I love you guys. Create an amazing week, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.